Happy Monday. I haven't had an opportunity to put any videos up in a little bit, and I apologize. I had an uncle who passed away. He was my oldest uncle today. There were one or two older than him who passed away years ago. But even when you're not close to a relative because they've been sick for a while, or in his case had Alzheimer's for many years, it still does affect your family, there for you, and your day-to-day living. So we laid him to rest. It was a good service, everything he deserved, and back to my normal routine as of today-ish. I'm on my way to the airport right now to go to Denver for my primary job. And, I had to drop each kid off at different places, and it's going to be great. Now, with that being said, today I'm going to talk about death. What is death? A lot of people have a hard time recovering from the loss. At least that's what they say, and that's what it feels like. The truth of the matter is, it's not always the loss that gets you. Depending on the circumstances of the death and whether or not it was expected, there are other variables that come into play, like survivor's guilt. If someone has been sick for a long time, the sense of relief that you no longer have to spend every waking moment caring for them really messes with your head. And then there are things like not getting to say goodbye, or if the last conversation you had was in anger. And so one of the things that I do is whenever I'm struggling with a decision, especially a major decision, I think to myself, if the person I'm dealing with died tomorrow unexpectedly, what decision do I have to make about this situation today to know that I would be at peace with how this played out? And I can tell you that actually has been very helpful over the years. Sometimes I ask, what if I were bleeding out on the street tomorrow? I lay there dying and I have enough time to think about every situation I wasn't happy with. What decision would I need to make today about this situation to die peacefully tomorrow if I were laying there knowing I was dying unexpectedly with nothing I could do about the decisions I'd made? And there have been times where thinking like that has completely changed a decision I was about to make. Caused me to do a complete about face. Sometimes be kind when maybe I wasn't planning on it. Sometimes be less vengeful, or not vengeful at all when I'd been, caught up in my own pride and ego. And sometimes it doesn't change my decision, because sometimes it's a scenario where I have every right to feel the way I feel. I was mistreated or I was disrespected, and so my decision, whatever that may be, stays the same. But the purpose of playing that scenario out is to make sure you're really thinking about these decisions and not acting rashly, not saying things you don't mean that can leave scars on the other person, not doing things you can't undo in a heat of anger, a fit of temper. So that's my recommendation to you. If you have ever made a decision that you regretted, or that has caused harm you couldn't undo, or regret you can't get past, start playing your decisions out with those scenarios. If the person tomorrow you're dealing with disappeared suddenly, how would you feel about what you did today, what you said today? And vice versa, if you were going to die tomorrow, would you be at peace with how you handled this situation? Those are my words of sort of hopeful wisdom today, because, I like to think I'm too young to be all-knowing and eternally wise, but I do like to think I'm wise for my age. I hope you all have a wonderfully blessed Monday. I hope I have safe travels, and I hope I get everything done that I need to on this work trip. Take care.